Hello and welcome to Efficient Strategy Gaming. Today we're going to be playing Hearts of Iron 4 as Greece, and we're going to try to reform the Macedonian Empire. We're going to need quite a lot of territory, and here's the territory that you need right here. This is from the Hoi4 wiki, and everything that's checkerboarded you do need to make the Macedonian Empire. These ones with the stripes, like Cyprus and up here in North Africa, you get cores on those territories only. But you do have to have, Albania, Bulgaria, Northern Macedonia, and the province just above Albania. So you need Montenegro as well. So let's get into it. This is going to be a really challenging one. We are on Elite Iron Man mode with historical AI. The first thing that we need to do here is we need to become fascist. The reasoning behind that is in order to justify the war goals that are necessary for this build. Try something like this to start off with. So as Greece, you have several things going for you. You have decent commanders here with decent skills. For instance, this guy has Trickster and Mountaineer. And then your Field Marshal is not bad either. He has Mountaineer, but you can also upgrade him to make him better. You also get a lot of research slots without the manpower or production to back that up. So basically what I find is I'm wanting manpower more than I want like equipment. The starting division templates will change that into a 7-2, but we do have an artillery guy. So down here we have Georgios Cosmas, artillery expert. So artillery attack 15%, artillery defense 10%. And then we also have an infantry expert. So we're going to be quite powerful in terms of land combat. And we also have a cast designer that's going to grant 10% ground attack. So we're going to try to go cast only. The focus tree build I'll leave in the description box below, but we're going to start off with the Kings Governemnt and then head down to recruit the fascists and then start becoming fascist. And while the level of fascism in the country starts to rise, as you can see, you start off with no fascism. We will become economically stronger through our focus tree over here. Some of the focuses that are huge: you can go free trade through exporting monopolies. Okay, so it looks like the Democratic guy died, so that's -7% to Democratic support. So exporting more luxury commodities gives you free trade, and mobilizing the economy gives you partial mobilization. So that's quite good. As you can see, we have 0 manpower. Okay, we get electronic mechanical engineering first, and then we'll juggle a research slot to get basic machine tools faster. The trick with this is we need to make sure that the 2 research slots are the same in terms of days. We'll take basic machine tools, put it onto radio, and then take this empty slot and put it on basic machine tools. And that'll give us extra days on machine tools. We just do that like so. And then there's 1 day on machine tools. And then we can switch to what we need, which is industry. Okay, for our first political power buy, we're going to go ahead and get the army defense expert just to start grinding XP. All right, we picked up the Hellenic Spirit, and now we're going to pick up the chief of the Air Force to start grinding air XP. And then we'll keep on continuing down to recruit the fascists. Okay, for our first army XP spend here, we're going to go ahead and go for political loyalty, and that should give us 6% stability increase. We got 2% political power and a -1% consumer good factories, as well as a little bit more of factory output. Okay, so we just got improved machine tools, and then with our air experience, we're going to go ahead and pick up industrial liaisons, and we will begin to research our air here. So we can start with something cheap like bombs. And then we're going to improve our air research again because we're going to get the cast designer. What we're waiting on right now is to recruit the fascists. And once we recruit the fascists, we'll be able to pick up Xenophon Giosmas, National Socialist Paramilitarist. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but he's going to allow us to go fascist. Okay, so now we kind of want to wait a little bit and focus on the industrial side of the focus tree here. Okay, so we just picked up Devalue the Drachma, and now we'll utilize our strengths. Devaluing the Drachma allows us to make small debt payments. Don't worry about that. We're going to save 300 political power eventually, and then default on all of our debt payments. Now, if you're worried about logistics fulfillment, another tip here is to just do commander civilian trains. We need to research civilian trains to get this, though, but we'll get that a little bit later. Okay, construction 2 is done. Let's focus on upgrading our air. We're going to need to make cast with our cast designer. Okay, so we have 5 civilian factories, so we're going to begin construction on our intel agency. Okay, we got to utilize our strengths, and now we're going to open foreign subsidized factories. And as soon as you click on that focus tree, you need to go to UK, France, Germany, and USSR, and improve relations in those 4 countries. And what will happen is you will get the opinion factor to go over 80, and each one of those countries is going to give you a civilian factory and a military factory. So this is quite powerful. And essentially what we're waiting for here, we're waiting for fascist support to get over 30%. And then once it's at 30%, we can go full fascist. I guess we could get the trains, although I'd rather kind of rush ahead of time. Concentrated Industry 3, so let's go that. Okay, so we got our first spy. Let's go ahead and set them up in Albania. Okay, we're almost maxed out on command power here, so I just wanted to show you how I'm going to upgrade the Navy. We'll go Destroyer Leader, and then we'll go Loading Drill Master. We'll also upgrade the Field Marshal with Unyielding Defender and Offensive Doctrine. They're quite powerful. And then for a general here, we'll make him an improv expert, as well as we'll upgrade him to Field Marshal and give him Offensive Doctrine for the +1 attack stat. Okay, so we just picked up Interwar Small Airframe, and now let's go ahead and let's pick up some trains. We'll go ahead and build the plane here real quick. This is going to be cast. We'll go 2 bomb locks. And that's about it. We have no other modules researched, but this is going to be a fairly cheap cast that we're going to be building here. Okay, and as you see, we got 4 new military factories, and we should have gotten 4 civilian factories as well. And the popularity of fascism is 26%. So let's go export more luxury commodities. This will give us free trade. Okay, so we're done with that, and we're almost up to 30% fascism support, so we'll follow the steps, following in the footsteps of giants, and then we'll do the modern movement after that, and that will make us fascist. Okay, so we're done with that, and we'll go the modern movement. Make sure to have plenty of political power stockpiled. As you can see, we have greater than 40% fascist popularity. That is because following in the footsteps of giants gives us 10% party popularity into fascism. Okay, we got civilian trains. Now let's go truck. Okay, you definitely want a pause here. So you could stay with Metaxis, but you're going to need Macoris in order to do this build. So make sure you choose the second option there. And then once you have Macoris, you will be fascist. And you will also lose your army defense guy. So go ahead and pick up the army offensive guy right away. The other things that we're going to be able to do, we're going to be able to justify a war goal against Albania. It looks like that's going to take 27 political power. And then we're going to be able to illegally default on our debt. So definitely pay attention once you get the modern movement. And then the next thing that I would suggest doing is continuing on down the economic path here. Oh, the last thing that I forgot to tell you is if you have enough army experience, definitely do state serves military for the 10% political power gain. I also just go ahead and pick up flexible organization at this time, as well as centralized control, just to make sure that I don't forget clicking on them. Now I'd like to come back over and focus on getting cement Greco-German ties, which will give us war goals against Bulgaria and Turkey. So to get down here, we're going to need to open up the country. We bypassed this focus here, the 4-year plan. Just because January 1st, 1938, you bypass that focus. As you can see, we're on partial mobilization and we're starting to be able to create some economy. So that's good to see. And we are set up to invade Albania and Italy. We're in the Axis. I have one collaboration government against Albania. In the last video, we attempted to sea lion against the UK, but France had not fallen yet, and I learned my lesson. I got 4 capitals on UK, and the allies did not capitulate. So we cannot sea lion until France is capitulated. You guys probably already knew that. Let's go ahead and declare war against Albania. So Italy is going to come in right away. We'll call Germany to arms. We'll go ahead and put our navy out. And we'll turn our battle plans on. There we go. Now let's take these 3 divisions and get them ready to cross. And it doesn't look like our naval invasion fired. They picked off Albania, and we got the collaboration government against Albania. So we have 30% compliance already. It's quite good. We'll go to civilian oversight. We're using 7-2 template, and then we'll take 2 of these infantry divisions and head up to Foggia. Let's try to see how far we can get up the boot here. Cement Greco-German ties. Let's go for Hellenoturkism. And then we need to start getting anti-air. So we're building up our entrenchment here. Sure enough, they're coming in to attack us. The AI is going to be very aggressive with us here. And there's the Civil War. Okay, things are going to get a lot easier now. All right, to the peace conference. Perfect. Okay, so our goals here, it would be nice if we could get North Africa. It doesn't look like that's going to be a possibility. So what I'd rather get is part of their navy. Okay. Ship value IC cost 152. They're all 152 basically. I'll just take the top one. So we got part of their navy. That's all we need. We don't really need anything else. Germany gets the northern part of Italy and Veneto there. So let's check out the navy that we got. Okay, 56 ships. We got an HC, 2 CLs, and a ton of DDs. Okay, let's take these guys up to Wilhelmshaven. Make sure that they rebase just to get them out of the Mediterranean. A guerrilla warfare expert. Damage to garrisons -15%. Required garrisons -25. Got that out of the peace conference. I think it's just given to us. I don't know. Okay, so all those guys are going to hold, cooperate with foreign monopolies, and then let's get 5 slotted in terms of research. Okay, the time has come. We're going to try to pull off Operation Sea Lion since Germany has conquered Poland and France, so we will join wars. And then we will call to arms our puppet, the Hellenic Italy, and let's try to get across here. We're looking to get collabs on Turkey. We already have 2 collabs on Bulgaria. Okay, there, it just fired off. Okay, so it looks like we're almost out of oil. I have been trying to build up oil. Make as many of the improvements as we can. Are we able to do total mob? We are. That is fantastic. And let's do women in the workforce. It's like it might work. The Germans are coming over, so that's nice. How's he attacking from behind me? It doesn't even make sense. Should be an overrun. Let's go ahead and hold. I don't know if they're doing meme invasions or what. Okay. Italy's having problems. That looks real nice. They're leaving me alone in the home islands. There we go. Oh my gosh. Wow, this has taken so long to get up to this point. All right, so we could get a huge navy here. If we play our cards right. What we need to concentrate on is everything over here. So we're going to need to take this. Okay, so this is too deep, and then we need to get up into Russia somehow eventually. It doesn't look like I could select all. The British Navy, best Navy, right? Okay, let's see what navies we got here. Oh, we got the big boy Navy. We got the big boy Navy with 3 carriers. This is so cool. Okay, let's take this down. Okay, the Allies are reformed. Drop tanks. I guess we could do a little radio nav and dive breaks. 31 IC cost. Pretty expensive. Just do something like that. I don't know. Lost all of our production efficiency because we're on concentrated industry. German Reich declared war on Yugoslavia. Okay, so can we join wars? Okay, so we didn't have to go through the war goal whatsoever. Makeshift bridges just in case it matters, and everyone should be as aggressive as possible. Okay, we easily got all the territory that we needed. Get this naval invasion off, and if we can make a bridgehead in Izmir, then we don't have to worry about Constantinople area, which would be nice. Okay, perfect. We have a bridgehead here. Okay, got backbone of the army. We will embrace modern warfare, and let's also justify against Iraq here. Okay, we'll deck on Iran. Okay, so let's check out our decision here. Honor the legacy of the Argades. We need the Afghanistan state, Stalinabad, Pamir, Tashkent, Pakistani states. Brother, I got the Pakistani states. You're kidding me. Do we get it or did I miss one? Okay, so now all we need is up here. Oh boy. I think we should be okay. Let's join wars with the Germans. And see if we can get this done. Okay, I think my divisions are starting to dissolve. Or they're almost ready to dissolve. Okay, we got to figure out this manpower problem. We either scrape the bottom of the barrel. We got to do something. So I'm going to have to give up all the Navy except for, like, the carriers or something like that. And maybe, like, the better battleships. Slowly but surely. Here we go. I think we almost have it. I think this might be it. Bolster some spirits. Still have no manpower. Oh, we just got it. Oh my god. All right. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, guys. The time has come to reform the Macedonian Empire. That's right. We're going to make Alexander the Great proud. Why did you choose to go this direction, Alexander? To Egypt? Like, I understand that. Okay, we're good there. Turkey? I even understand that. But all the way over here across the planet? Through the most mountainous territory? Wow, you're a Chad, Alexander. Good job for that. This was by far the hardest thing to do in Hearts of Iron 4 that I've seen yet, that I've actually been able to achieve, I guess. There's probably harder things. Please leave me comments down below what you think. But we're going to honor the legacy of the Argeads. Some would call it mad to harken back to the days of Alexander the Great's empire. But to truly cement the third Hellenic civilization, we must remain holy to the first from which we originated. Boom! The Macedonian Empire. That's right, baby. And I get cores on all this territory. We're blue, baby. We did it. Look at that flag with the sun in the middle. Still George Mercurius, 128 civs, 84 mils. It's looking like pre-war German economy there. All right, guys, that's going to end it for the Macedonian Empire. I did it. Thank you guys who joined the live stream that inspired this build. I really appreciate it. And it is possible on regular mode. I did have to save like 5 or 6 times all the way up to this point, but baby, we did it. All right, guys, please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content. I've got a few channels. We got channel membership. I like to do a lot of behind the scenes videos talking about different world events and cool military stuff.